Welcome back to It's Never Too Late to Date. And today we're going to be talking about finding love when and where you least expect it. Stay tuned. I was visiting with a longtime family friend yesterday. In fact, she is one of my mom's best friends. And I say she is. My mom passed away back in 2017. And this friend has lived on longer than my mom, of course, and she's 93 years old. And I knew that she had met her current husband later in life, but I did not know the story. And so when I was visiting yesterday, I did get a chance to go over their story with them and see what happened and how they met. And now it turns out that these two individuals met over 50 years ago. Both of them at the time were married to different people, and since then, both of their spouses have passed away. And just to give a little bit more detail, I am going to use the names Bob and Sue for this individual. I do have their permission to share their story, but I like to protect the innocent people. So Sue was the best friend of my mom's. She and her husband um, lived in Tacoma for as long as I can remember. That's the area that I grew up in, and they were married for about 35 years at the time, and he passed away with a heart attack, and she was devastated. And I do know that over the years that she and my mom spent a lot of time together. Both she and my mom were single, and they would just kind of do everything together, spend a lot of time together. Our families would spend a lot of time together. They did have a daughter, and the daughter would babysit myself and my sister and brother at times. It turns out that during the time that Sue was married to her former husband, she met Bob. Bob and his wife were stationed here in this area. He was in the service, and the couples got to know each other through their church, and they used to play card games together. A big group of them used to get together and play cards. And eventually, Bob and his family were relocated because of the service, and so he moved away. And they didn't hear from each other, didn't really talk that much. I think the husbands kept in touch just a little bit, but not enough for Bob to know that Sue's husband passed away. So he had no idea that Sue's husband had had a heart attack, and he was calling. He called the house to check in after years. It's probably had 10 years had passed since they had last talked. He called the house to talk to Sue's ex-husband when Sue answered the phone and let him know that her husband had passed away. And so through that communication, they kind of stayed in touch with each other. She found out at the same time that his wife had passed away. And so both of them just chatted back and forth. They had a lot of history in common. And so they stayed in touch, just called on the phone off and on for a couple of years. And then after time passed, they became close just with their conversation over the phone. And he decided to come and visit and decided that he wanted to move back to our area. And over the course of the next 5 years, they chatted. And then when he moved here, they got reacquainted again and they decided to get married. Now, I couldn't remember how old they were originally, but yesterday found out that they were both in their 70s when they reconnected. They are both now in their 90s, and she has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And she is as sharp and as a whip. She's remembers a lot of things that I don't remember. And it was great to chat with her yesterday and him also. And the thing that I wanted to really put out there today is that I get a lot of comments from people that they've buried a husband, they don't want to bury another, or they don't want to take care of somebody else as they get older. That nurse with a purse thing, they don't want a guy looking for them to take care of them, the guy as they get older. And the thing that I noticed the most in visiting with my friends yesterday is that they are so in love, and they were blowing kisses across the room at each other. He's got a walker, and at the time I was there, a nurse was there, a hospice nurse was there to kind of check in on her, and she's doing great. So far, I can't tell that anything is wrong. She's got some pain that she's dealing with, but they are there and supporting and loving each other, and she is so optimistic and so encouraged because not only does she have him there, but her daughter's there, and her sister is here in the area also visiting to help take care of her. But just the fact that there's somebody there in your life helps to prolong your life. I believe that. And they have, in fact, talking with her, um, she's a lot of people that I know that are alone and they are at their, end of life and whatever. They're ready to go. My ex mother-in-law just passed away, and her spouse died 2 years ago, and she was 10 years younger than him. But once he died and he was gone, it was like not that you gave up, but just you just lose something. And she was 85, I believe, maybe 87 when she died, and so she just kind of gave up. And a lot of it's loneliness and feeling like there's a reason to live. Where my friend Sue, that I visited yesterday, she's 93 and feels like she's got a lot she wants to live. She's got lots to live for. She believes in God and she knows where she's going when she dies, but she still is encouraged to be here and wants to be here for family, for her husband. And it just kind of, I do believe that it motivates, there's some motivation there when you do have somebody else in your life when you grow older. And not that you want to look for somebody to take care of you, but if you do meet someone, or, whatever, however it happens, not to push it away because you don't want to take care of somebody else as they grow older. Just think of it this way: you'll be there to take care of each other. Now, hopefully, this has encouraged somebody to let somebody into their life. I know there are people out there who have friends of the opposite sex who are interested, but they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with another relationship. They don't want to take care of somebody, and they're pushing that person away because of that or because of past hurts or whatever. And I hope that this has encouraged someone to just relax with the situation. You just never know what's going to happen to you or the people that you love. So why not spend the rest of your life loving someone? No matter what the outcome is, you still have the years of love. And thank you for joining me again today on It's Never Too Late to Date. And please be sure to like and subscribe and to share this channel with anyone that you know who might be interested in what we talk about here. And we'll see you on the next video.